Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I attempted to recreate a Parisian style cafe. I'm not really sure if it's very accurate, but I think it turned out super cute regardless. I did have a reference picture, but in real life most cafes or shops are underneath a block of apartments, and obviously we cannot do that in The Sims, so I really struggle when it comes to making community lots because I don't know how to make them, how to do the shape of them, how big to put them. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing when I'm making a community lot, but I think this one turned out alright. It is a bit of a weird shape, I will say that, especially on the second floor of the inside. I made a studio apartment and I did want to make it a 2-bedroom apartment, but it just had to be a studio because of the shape of it, and I really struggled with the floor plan about it. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure if I can call this a Parisian style cafe. Let me know if you think it kind of looks like it. I don't really think it does, so that's why I named it just Cute Cafe. As you can see, I chose this brick color, which I don't think it looks very nice. The reference picture had that sort of brick, so that's the reason why I chose that, but I do go back and change it to a white brick color, as you probably saw in the thumbnail and the video on the intro. But yeah, like I said, a lot of things do not translate well from real life into The Sims, community lots being one of them, and this brick wallpaper being another. But yeah, the inside as well, I did go with a red brick, but I do end up changing that as well because I did not like how that looked. I did try to go with I don't know what vibe you would call it, but a typical like cafe with brick walls, but I ended up just going with another white brick because white brick looks good all the time, and I started using that in most of my builds now. But this cafe, it could also be used as a bakery if you wanted to turn it into a bakery, and it has a studio on top and it has a back garden. But my issue with the retail stores in The Sims 4, I love being able to have like a bakery or a bookshop or any shop. I think it's a really great addition to the game. My only problem is that it's broke, like the restaurants from Dine Out. Basically, your sim can open a retail shop, but if you want to make any money out of it, your sim has to go there every day. Even though you think that if you had employees working for you that you wouldn't need to go to the shop, but you have to go to the shop, and then even though you have people working for you, they're quite useless, so your sim literally has to do all the work. And if you have a bakery, your sim also has to bake all the stuff constantly, so that's what really bugs me and why I never have them. It'd be nice because a lot of people, they have shops but they don't go every day to the shop, you know, if they have people working for them. So that's why it's easier to make an apartment and put it on top of the shop, because your sim will just end up being there all day every day. So instead of having them travel from the house to their shop, especially if your loading screens take a while like mine used to, since I got my new computer, I'm very happy that mine take only maximum like a minute. They usually take a couple seconds, well, not a couple seconds, around a minute almost, but these take more than 1 minute, a couple minutes, sometimes 5, and then to actually load the game it took longer. But yeah, also Nifty Knitting came out yesterday, I think, or the day before. I still haven't bought it because I was excited. Well, I was disappointed, and then I was excited, and now I'm not sure what to think. I didn't vote for knitting. I can't remember what I voted for. I wanted Happy Haunts, and I also wanted the other. There's another option, but I can't remember what it was. And then when I saw the live stream, I was really impressed and was really excited to see all the cute stuff. But then I watched some reviews the day before it came out, I think, from the game changers, and it has very few build and buy objects, which is what I am interested in as a builder, and most of it is just clutter items. And don't get me wrong, I always love more clutter items, but they're just the same thing but in different swatches, and most of them are hidden in the debug menu because a lot of them you have to unlock with the knitting skill, which I get adds more gameplay. That way you have something to work for with the knitting skill. But when you're just trying to build, like, if you're just in build mode, so if you're just building a house, why can't we just see all the objects so we don't have to go into debug to get them? Or why not make them like the career objects where you just put in the cheat to unlock them instead of having to scroll through debug? I just think that would have been an easier and better solution. So I'm not really sure if I will buy it or if I buy it when it's on sale, because even when I bought things on sale I have been really disappointed and regretted buying them. I'm looking at youth fitness stuff. I was so disappointed in that pack. I really regret buying it. I bought it because I only ever heard good things about it, and people would say it has a lot of modern furniture, and you know, you got free earbuds, and I do like the earbuds, but then everything else I don't like it at all. None of the create stuff items, none of the build and buy items, like even the lights that come with it, which was one of the reasons why I actually wanted to buy the pack, was just I never used them. And that was when, remember when The Sims was having a sale each week and it was a different stuff pack, and they did it about 3 or 4 times then stopped, even though it was a really good idea because I was buying them all each week. Like, why did they stop doing that? That was really good, and they only did it for like 4 weeks. And I remember, I think it was International Women's Day, and it was the laundry stuff pack that was on sale, and it was really bad timing, but it's quite funny. But yeah, I also panicked in this build because I forgot about the stairs to the 2nd floor because they did not fit on the inside. So what was originally meant to just be the terrace, I made it to the entrance to the apartment on the top, because I didn't want to put a ladder down because obviously that's really weird. But yeah, now I'm moving on to the interior, and this, like I said, I chose a brick color, and then I ended up changing it. I guess I was going for a more like Central Perk Out with Friends vibe, and then I just kind of changed vibe because I was just not feeling it. Also, if you do want to download this cafe, it's on the gallery. I think I called it Lil Bookworm Cafe, which is really cringy. I had no idea what to call it, and I just envisioned a bookworm sim coming here, like writing a book or reading a book, and I was fed up with trying to think of a name, because I was originally just going to name it Cute Cafe, but I just thought that was very basic. So that's what it's called. Also, you can find it on my gallery profile. My name will be in the description below because it is ReddRosss, but I think it's like 2 Ds and 3 S because ReddRosss on its own was taken. So yeah, if you want to download it, that's where it is. I also had a lot of fun making this build. I've not really been playing The Sims 4 recently. I've just not been feeling inspired. I did make this build, or started to build it, a couple weeks ago, but I've been having so many issues with my game where it just kept breaking. I think it was more with an issue with my PC than the actual Sims 4 game, but I had to repair it like 3 or 4 times. So I just thought that I had lost this build because I didn't save it to my gallery, and I was so upset. But yeah, I went into Newcrest the other day, which is where this build was, and saw that it was there, and I was so pleasantly surprised. So that's why I ended up going back and finishing it, because I was thinking of recreating it, but I just thought it was too much of a hassle. But yeah, luckily it was still there. I also made a house last week, I think it is, for a video that should already be up on my channel. I used the vampire pack, which I recently just bought on the sale, and I built a creepy house because I wanted to do a video where I talk about my paranormal experiences, and I asked you guys on Twitter if you want to see that, and it got a lot of votes saying yes, so that's why I did it. I think the actual house itself isn't that great, and that's why I haven't uploaded it to the gallery, and I lost some footage of it as well, where I was placing these things on debugs, like I placed a cat on the roof and on one of the gravestones, and it just made it come to life. And obviously I had to lose that footage because OBS stopped working, which is all fun. But yeah, that video was so fun to film, and even though I creeped myself out doing the voiceover because I was home alone and all the paranormal experiences I had were in my house, so and one of them was when I was home alone, so I creeped myself out, but it was worth it because it was a lot of fun. And I think it's actually coming out today, the day that I'm doing this voiceover, and this video should be out next week. But yeah, So yeah, I'm doing the interior. I'm sorry if I'm saying yeah a lot, I just noticed that now. So sorry. But like, as you can see, I added some stuff if you wanted to make it to a bakery. You could, if you do make it into a bakery, you probably would have to add more of the little fridge things. I don't know, maybe you can just sell a small selection of stuff and make it really expensive. I don't know. And here I'm making the bathrooms. I made them identical, made them quite modern, quite nice and clean. That's so weird to say. A lot of people hate decorating bathrooms. I think I've said this before in a video, but I really like decorating bathrooms. They're one of my favorite rooms to decorate. I'm pretty sure this is an unpopular opinion, but in this build I actually did forget to put a bathroom upstairs. I realized that when I'd pretty much finished the whole studio, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot to do a bathroom. And that's never happened to me before, but I see people on Twitter say that happens to them all the time. So yeah, that was the first time I've forgotten a bathroom in this very build. But I don't understand why people don't like furnishing bathrooms. Like, in real life, if you're going to renovate a room in your house, it's usually the bathroom or the kitchen, because everyone likes to have a modern bathroom in real life, so why won't your Sims want to have one either? But anyways, I should probably stop talking about bathrooms, I'm sorry. But yeah, oh sorry, I said yeah again. I really need to stop. I ended up changing that sofa from Eco Lifestyle to the one that was there before, to that bench from Cats and Dogs, which is with the sofas instead of being considered an outdoor sofa. For some reason, even though it's a bench and you wouldn't really put that inside a house. But Cats and Dogs itself, it was nice because on Twitter I've seen a lot of people say that Cats and Dogs is very overrated, and I have to agree. I remember I got Seasons and Cats and Dogs at the same time, and I was very underwhelmed. Obviously Seasons is amazing because it adds the calendar and the weather, and that's it. So you're basically paying €40 for it to rain all the time and to have the calendar. But once you have the calendar, there's no going back. Like, it's a game changer. But Cats and Dogs, I like the furniture, but the cast stuff, like, I get that's a Cats and Dogs pack, but you don't have to put a cat and a dog on every single clothing item. And I do not like Brindleton Bay. I don't know why. I played in it before, and I don't like it because it's very pet centered, which makes sense because it came with a pack with pets. And also, pets themselves are so broken because mine just run away all the time. Especially like my cats, they will run away because they say that I neglect them because my Sims don't give them any affection, which is a lie. I can literally have my Sims spend 3 sim hours with the cat, playing with them, petting them, you know, and they will still run away straight afterwards. And it's rather annoying because then your Sims are sad for ages. And then dogs are just really buggy and glitchy for me, especially if you're living in apartments. So that's why for me, Cats and Dogs, it's a bit of a meh expansion pack, honestly. Seasons, I only like it because, like I said, the weather and the calendar, but then, I mean, it comes with some nice build and buy objects, but that's about it. Also, why is it that with women's clothing or female Sims clothing, for the winter wear they have hardly anything, even though Seasons comes with so many like outfits with jackets that then don't appear in cold weather outfits, if that I'm making any sense. So you have your hot weather and then you have your cold weather outfits, and in cold weathers for female Sims there is like hardly any clothing, when if you just go into casual everyday wear there are so many outfits with jackets and more warm clothing, and they just don't appear, and it's super annoying, and they still haven't fixed that. And Seasons came out I don't know how many years ago. But yeah, I can't help but rant about something in a voiceover. It comes out naturally. I can't help myself. So yeah, here's the bathroom that I forgot. It's really small, so I had to use the shower from Discover University, which is a lifesaver. And I also gave this Sim a cat, even though I've just been ranting about how much I hate the cats in this game. So So yeah, I gave them a cat just so the cat can run away, because it hasn't got any affection, even though it probably has. And also the desk here in front of that window I've always wanted to use in my builds, but I've never really been able to because it's never really matched any of the builds, and I finally got to use it and it is absolutely beautiful. I love the little green around it. I think it's so something that you would see in like a cafe in Paris maybe, or in the UK. And like, I went to Paris when I was 6, so I don't really remember what anything looked like. I just remember going to Disneyland and hating it. Well, I love Disneyland, but I have this weird fear of people in costumes. I hated Halloween as a kid because I loved it and I hated it because I was scared of the other kids that were dressed up. And even now, sometimes some costumes will just make me feel really creeped out. So there's like lots of pictures of me where my parents are like, go stand next to like so and so, and I'm like terrified. I was obviously very excited to see all the characters, but at the same time I was really scared, so it was really weird. It's a weird fear, I think, as well. But anyways, yeah, I don't remember Paris. I'd love to go back. It looks like a really nice place to go. But with whole coronavirus, I don't think I'll be traveling anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, this video is almost finished. It's got about 3 minutes left, so I'm just gonna leave this voice over here because I ran out of things to say. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.